I'm Ryan Incan, Commander, American Legion, Department of Virginia, Bass, Bowen, Brittenham, Bundy, Franklin, Knox, Post 55. We invite you to our monthly meeting the first Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m., located at 461 Woodford Street in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yes. I took them on the National Road and took down the trail statue.
Meeting of Post 55 is about to open.
No, not yet.
Yeah, it's time. It's time.
Oh, we're almost late. I was just worried.
All who are present shall stand to attention for the colors. And salute. Two. Chaplain.
Okay, the opening prayer is going to be coming from Ephesians 6, verse 10 through 19. And it's about the armor of God. So if you want to write that scripture down and get this prayer down, I think that's what you should do. Heavenly Father, I knew when I was getting out of bed today, I was stepping onto a battlefield. But I also know you give me everything I need to stand firm against attack. So in the power of your Holy Spirit, I put on the armor of God. First, I placed the helmet of salvation on my head to protect my mind and image and safeguard my eyes that no sins creep in. Second, I put on the breastplate of righteousness to safeguard my heart and emotion. Third, let me not be governed by my feelings, but by your truth. Wrap your word around the very cord of my being like a belt and safeguard me from error. Fourth, I put on the sandals of peace to plant my feet in your truth and to help me stand firm against attacks. Next, I take up the shield of faith to protect me from the fire arrows of my enemies and to stand shoulder to shoulder with your army to create a wall of depression to the devil's scheme. And finally, I take up the sword of the Spirit, your word set in my heart and mind in a fresh, exalted way, so I will be able to pierce others' hearts with your truth. Thank you, dear Lord. Thank you for your word. Amen.
Amen.
The POW MIA flag on an empty chair is a reminder for all of us to spare no effort to secure the release of any American prisoners from captivity, the repatriation of the remains of those who died bravely in defense of liberty, and the full accounting of those missing. Let us rededicate ourselves to this vital endeavor. Those who have served and those currently serving in the uniformed services of the United States are ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We are compelled to never forget that while we enjoy our daily pleasures, there are others who have endured and may still be enduring the agonies of pain, deprivation, and imprisonment. Before we begin our activities, we pause to recognize the POWs and MIAs. Another Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recover. And for the preamble. Oh, I didn't move it. Can everybody see it okay, or should I move it? Or, okay. For God and country,
we associate ourselves together for the following purposes: to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate 100% Americans, to preserve liberties and instances of such associations in all worlds, to include a sense of ethical obligation to the community, state, and nation, to combat the autocracy of both the classes and the masses, to make right the master of might, to promote peace and goodwill on earth, to safeguard and transmit to posterity the principles of justice, freedom, and democracy, to consecrate and sanctify our comradeship by our devotion to mutual help and justice.
Amen. Please be seated. I now declare Post 55, Department of Virginia, regularly convened. There is a quorum present. Welcome to all. Wish to recognize all visitors at this time. would you like to introduce yourself?
Carrie Johnson, he doesn't want to stick to me, I guess.
Fair enough.
Cooties?
We let her hang around once in a while.
Wish to recognize all department officers and visitors. Tommy Lee, past department commander, past department treasurer, past district commander, past post commander. Rita Chandler, past department vice commander, past department women's outreach coordinator, past district commander, past post commander. Hashmo Turner, past district chaplain, past post chaplain. Nope, nobody else. So my comments, we're down first vice commander, as we can see. Unfortunate circumstances, but we'll soldier on and we'll keep Joe in our thoughts. Department of Virginia conference wrap-up. Who attended that? The what? The department?
Convention.
Department convention? Oh, were there any highlights from that need to be passed on? I wasn't there, so. Oh, lights, yeah, I suppose.
Well, let's let Tommy talk about that.
About that what? Department convention?
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. Of course, it's, you know, the normal thing, you have to have the delegates there, they have the pre-convention, which is the meetings, you know, finance, basically a lot of the committee meetings that normally the department has to run. And then there's the final meeting of the DEC.
Another thing at the department convention is we won several awards.
Just gotta bring that up.
Are you going over all?
No, go right ahead. Rita.
Okay. We won the scrapbook. And even the history. Yes. Hope was very talented in putting it together. And even the history chairman for the department came up to me after the banquet and said what a great book it was and how honored he felt by looking at it, because we had put in there we did our 4 chaplain service, and we dedicated the book to Scott. And he said, no, they don't do that anymore, and they like the flyer for the 4 chaplain service and Post Everlasting, and he said it was just a really, really good book, and he really enjoyed looking at it. So how about that? We also won the VA&R award for our size of post, and that's our veterans rehabilitation, or Veterans Affairs rehabilitation, and for what we do for veterans. And that was another compliment that we received, because what we do for veterans, we keep it in our local area, and raising the money for poppies, and then who we put it out to, that it was local veterans that received the poppy money for what they needed, and they were they were all impressed with how it was put together. So the book will be back here at the post for a while, and I'll get it back to him. The only reason I took it home was so that I could show Commander Pippenhagen's wife and daughter the book that had been dedicated to him. And then we received every membership award that we were supposed to get. So I think you have all of those. Did Joe bring all those?
Yeah, they were dropped off over here.
Okay, yeah. And so that was pretty good. We appreciate that. Thank you for everybody. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah. So some good came out of the.
So those beatings help.
You better not.
The minutes.
Okay. My fault. I didn't get them out for her. I took them home with me, and then I left town.
Fair enough.
So they'll have to be given out next. They'll put on.
Beforehand.
Yeah.
All right, let me send that to the server.
Right.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Sorry, I had to go out of town for a while.
Understood. Hey, we all got lives outside of the Legion. I understand. All right. We'll make it up. Finance officer report.
Okay. previous balance that we were looking at, the beginning balance was $1,867.56. We made deposits of $960, and we had $1,416.28 in deductions, and our ending balance was $1,411.28. Now, I'll read to you what we paid out, but I made a deposit when I got back into town. I made a deposit for $1,600, which is not reflected in this report. So, just add to that, I'm just letting you know we did that. Okay, we had we paid for, spent $8.38 at Walmart Supercenter, and I have a receipt for that. I can't remember what it was for. And then at Staples, we spent $421.17 on a printer. And a lot of this paperwork, after a while, our printers wear out and we have to get a new one. And this was the only way I could do it, so this is it. Then we're still paying for Zoom, which we haven't been able to use, and that's $35.68. We paid for our water, we paid $77.80. For Dominion, it was $130.52. For Columbia Gas, it was $38.10. And our Cox bill, we had to pay for 3 months, and so it was $513.75. We're dealing with Cox right now, and it's a nightmare. I'm trying to get, our website is staying down, and I'm trying to get them to come out and bring a new router for us. And as much as it's an inconvenient to change companies, if I can't get any result out of them, we are going to have to change companies.
Yeah, I agree.
And
$500 for.
well, no, that's 3 months for internet and phone.
Okay.
That's 3 months worth, plus late charges. And we get late charges because they don't send us the bill. I get a bill
After it's due.
we get a bill, yeah, long time after it's due. Trying to get them set up on auto pay. We have tried it. Karen's tried it. I've tried it. Scott tried it. And I've got everybody else set up on auto pay, but I cannot get Cox set up on auto pay. So as inconvenient as it would be, which we may have to change internet providers, and if we do, we'll have to change all of our paperwork.
Sounds like.
I'm willing to come over and help you.
Okay, maybe you can have better luck with it.
Yeah, I tried on Saturday, but the problem is we're not even seeing the link light from the service provider, so we're not even getting a signal to the router
Here?
here, yeah.
Well, but when I came over, I called them from here, asked them to do a reset, and I got it reset, and it worked
For a little bit.
for a little while. And then, Brian also said it worked for a little one day, and then it didn't work the next day. So,
That was their equipment. It is, and it's old equipment.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
that's the
Oh,
private.
well, then you just take it to the Xfinity store and exchange it for a new piece of equipment. It's Cox.
It's also a business.
Oh, Cox.
It's also a business suite, so there's more to
It is
it.
time to change to Xfinity.
well, it is time to change, but what we're trying to do is I have let them, I've talked to one of the people there, and I told them, look, we haven't had internet, and I tried to tell them how many days we haven't had internet. And I want them to compensate us for the loss of the internet, because our renters need the internet.
Right.
And, so,
Then you explain to them you're changing to Xfinity if you don't get resurrection.
But
Do it.
it
They
sounds,
will
we've
snap
gotta
to
look
it.
at the different plans that all of them offer.
it sounds
No,
like
you
you're,
just say that, it'll piss
Oh,
them off
no,
and they'll
no.
fix it.
One of the issues is who is available other than Cox in this area.
Right.
We're still in an area that is left over from when they divvied up the city to different companies. Some were Verizon, some were Cox.
Now, we had Comcast before we had Fox,
Well, no, we had Comcast come in, and it was during COVID.
and they wanted too much money. They wanted,
No, they were gonna do it. They were gonna put in the equipment and everything, because there was a grant that they could use. But COVID really screwed everything up, because we couldn't have meetings.
You know, Rita, it sounds like to me, and I ran into this at my house. They came out and they said, oh yeah, you got all this new equipment. But the box they went down to was the old thing, and they didn't screw in the right thing to convert it. And so what happens is exactly what you said. It works, but then it doesn't work because there's a
Right.
part that they're supposed to put in.
and it's not consistent.
Right, there's a part they were supposed to do in changing that box, and somebody came out here in a hurry and thought it was already, you know, they just assume everything is already done. But we got old equipment out there, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
I
But a
guarantee
hotspot does work.
I'm a great secretary.
I know,
Honestly,
just like
haven't
done
met.
at my house.
Do we need a motion maybe here that we switch companies and then we buy our own modem? Not to exceed something like $450, they go for like $400.
Buying your own modem
Yeah,
can
no.
drag you down with any company.
Yeah, they won't, they'll say,
They'll say not to serve.
But I'm saying maybe we need a motion to just have it open to include the purchase in there to not exceed a certain dollar amount, like $500, so that we can get this conversation ended.
Well,
Yeah, we could probably
We
do that.
actually already have a motion.
Yeah, I would-
Post business.
I'd go back,
A motion for that, makes sense.
I would get 3 or 4 people from here to call, you know, offices.
Right.
And just keep hitting them,
Well,
keep hitting them, keep hitting them.
And that's what we'll
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
because
don't give up.
we are not, as far as they're concerned, we are not a nonprofit. We're a business.
No, because of the merger.
No, they would not allow, I would have had to put my personal information in there to bring it to this post, and I could not do that. I've done a lot.
Aren't we like a 501c3?
No.
They
They
don't
don't
want,
honor it.
not without a personal guarantee. And I wasn't willing to put myself on the line for it. So,
I will.
But to me, it sounds like what I went through for a year,
right.
and I
Now-
kept complaining and told him to come back out there. And the guy opened that box and goes, oh, he didn't put in the right screw to screw this in. He
Okay.
just screwed it into the old thing.
Well,
So-
we've got Brian standing by,
Okay.
and he said that if we can get
I don't
somebody out here, he will be here. But now, Steve made a suggestion, which we did do the last time when we were gonna get Comcast, and before that happened. So, and we can do that again, but what I would like to do is, we got a $500 bill for something that we haven't been able to use.
Right.
And I'm trying to get them, if we just arbitrarily leave,
They're gonna charge you.
that they're gonna charge us a termination fee, and then they're not gonna give us the money back. Where if I can prove, which I can, that it wasn't available to our renters,
Then they can prorate it.
then they can prorate it and take it off. That's what the lady I talked to said she could do. So I'm going to find that out. It's just getting them to call me back and everything.
And getting through.
And getting through to them, and then get put on hold, and then leave your name and number, we'll call you back within 30 minutes, and 2 hours
2 days
later,
later.
they still haven't called back. So it's just something that I'm working on, and.
So where did they run this thing to? Outside, or is it a plug-in?
The router's in that
I
room.
know what I'm doing, huh?
The router's in that room. I don't know where the box or anything is.
Well, you need them to check that, because they could.
Right. Well, they need to come out and replace everything, I think, for that. But anyway, I'm just asking, before we make a motion to change companies, let me see if I can make a difference in them giving us back some of the money that we have paid. And that way we can go ahead and then we bring it up at the next meeting. By then, we can find out who else provides service to this area. And then we can bring it to the post and say, okay, make a motion to see, and we can tell you how much that they're gonna charge us for everything. Okay? We can do that.
Alright.
Also, We paid, at that time, we paid, $15 for renewals, and then just recently, it's not on this report, I just renewed 23 veterans, that had mailed payments in, and then one came by the house and paid today, and we're gonna put the sons in tomorrow. Well, it'll have to be tomorrow afternoon. But Gil, once we get you set up as first vice, you will have access and you can do your own son's entries then. And, but the money still has to come to the treasurer.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, so, that is all. Also, we do have an audit on, okay, let me ask you, right, are you ready for the audit when we have it on the 16th? Is it 16th, I think?
Yep, that's what you told me last time, was, the audit was gonna be on the 16th.
16th of August, yep.
Yep, 16th of August. The writers will have their audit with us at the same time.
Cool.
So, and I don't know which writer wants to take this. This is your latest statement.
Thanks, David.
Yep, that's your latest bank statement, and then something from,
I'll take
Oh,
that.
Andy, I didn't see Andy back there.
I'll give it to Craig.
yeah, I didn't see Craig, so I was just looking for a
These are
writer.
my neighborhoods.
Oh, okay.
Makes it easy.
But tell him the audit is still on.
Okay.
And, so now that's the latest statement, so we have both the latest statements, so now we can go ahead and do that. What else? Okay, all right, also, I am donating a desk to this post, that it is an L desk, and I wanna replace that desk that's in there. And it'll probably be, this weekend that I'm gonna do that. Now, what are we gonna do with that desk? We can, put it up for sale, we can,
I don't know if we're gonna get anything.
or donate it,
Take
or
it to your
what.
Put it up there.
Goodwill.
Or habitat.
Let's do a roundabout Goodwill.
Okay.
Or a vet that needs it.
All right, this L desk will make it so that, when we come here to work, because for the post itself, we're going to do, I'll talk about this in service officer.
Service officer.
Yeah, I got some more to say.
So-
Anyway, that's it for the finance.
Is there a motion to accept the finance report as read, subject to audit?
Can I make a motion?
So,
I didn't think so.
Second.
Okay, I just need names, sorry guys.
Who did the motion?
Motion,
I moved it.
thank you.
There we go.
Mike,
Second,
Second.
Ashmo. All right.
thank you.
Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Motion passed.
Oh, actually,
Nope.
you can
No.
vote on something. You can vote on something because you're a writer, even though you're auxiliary, you're a writer. And I had to call and get a ruling on whether the auxiliary member could be on any finance committee or something like that. And they said, as long as you're a writer, you're still attached to the post.
That's good to know. I'm just learning about how to hold the hat with the. This
Oh,
or
but
this or this.
anyway, since you're going to be working with Gil on the Suns, but it wasn't for you that I called for a different reason, but I did find out, as long as they're a writer, the auxiliary members can be a part of a committee for finances and of any committee in the American Legion, but they have to stay a writer.
Oh, cool.
All right. Noted.
Andy can kick you out.
Committee reports, let's go with blood drive. Karen, do we have anything coming up for that?
August 20th is our next blood drive, and Brian will be opening for it.
Okay.
And I will be here and donating.
Cool.
Could
So
you
is
send me
he-
the link for that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, no, I'm going to
And
put.
if y'all want to, there's still some spots open, so you can just call, or you can go on the app and sign up.
Send me the information so I can put it, an article in the paper, please. sooner the better. Get you filled up.
How many open you got?
I don't know, because they fill it,
Okay.
and then if someone cancels, they fill it.
Probably wouldn't do you much good if you only got 2 or 3 open.
Oh, I was just trying to be nice.
You're very nice.
If you don't need an article, that's fine.
Chaplain? Chaplain's report?
Okay, recently I've been visiting the Fredericksburg Rehabilitation Rehab. I'm seeing a couple veterans there now. I'm trying to get some information on them to see why they're there. Are they receiving any help from VA? I can't get their personal information because that place is not going to give it to me.
Right, we got
So I'm trying, I just got a hold of Philip Bell's daughter, who's sending me some information. So that's that one. Sheldon's another veteran that doesn't know anything, his date of birth or where he was born, so I'll have to work on that one. I went to see several veterans. 2 of them are from Post 320. I went to see them, Junior Ross and Adrian. Both of them are not getting any visitations from their posts. I am also the chaplain for the sheriff's department. So what I'm trying to do is get with the young veterans there and see if I can get some membership. That's something I'm working on.
Is this the Spotsylvania Sheriff's Department? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of members.
Another thing, what I need you guys to do, which was, I got a lot of support from Junior, from the post when I was checking. If there was anybody sick in that post, he knew it, and he called me right away. So I like for you guys to do the same, you know. You got somebody, a friend, or call me, or I will never find out, okay?
Yeah, I'm sick. Pops, I'm sick.
Never mind. You're sick. Okay. All right, that's all I have.
Membership, I haven't been able to pull anything, unfortunately. The most recent update on the department website was as of 26 June, so that's fairly out of date, unfortunately.
That's a final for the Legion.
That's the final for the Legion.
Right, but they haven't posted anybody that's already mailed it in, or any of the ones we've submitted.
So it closed out at 95.14% for the Northern Virginia area. Rentals?
We are steadily renting on a regular basis, and just had a new rental tonight for something, and they're paying on time, and the ones that we gave a discount to are doing the yard work out here and keeping everything up and cleaning up in here sometimes, doing a lot of the cleaning. So I feel very good about the rate that we're charging, and we seem to be able to pay our bills and build some things up. So we're working on it.
No issues that we've heard of. We're all squared away. Everybody's happy with the services we provide.
So far,
Good,
I haven't
good to hear.
heard any complaints about anything. I've had a couple of times before, when we haven't had any for several months, we had some complaints about the windows being left open and, you know, and the garbage not being taken out, but that hasn't been going on for a while.
Cool.
And so with that rentals, I think that everything's status quo as far as the rental agreements are going. I don't see where we need to propose a increase at all yet.
Okay, cool, great.
It's not out.
Question.
Yes.
do we have a building manager?
Yes.
And don't they come in here after the rentals to make sure the place is locked up correctly?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We also have representatives that are members of our post.
The renters are, some of them are members of our post,
Okay.
and they come and check. It's usually the men's bathroom that the window was left open in.
Imagine that.
Okay, what other questions did I have? Do you have more dates set up to get this place in order?
You were gonna.
Like the pictures put on
Pictures
the
and
walls?
everything.
Oh, no, I
Maybe-
was,
Maybe get rid of this if you're not gonna put anything in it?
so, yeah, I was gonna discuss that and bring that up in the new business for the
Okay.
post.
Sorry.
Nope, you're fine, not a problem. Post service officer report?
Okay. Lots and lots and lots going on here. We, in fact, Karen and I are going down to the VA tomorrow, and we're being presented with voluntary service awards for our work with the veterans that we're doing down there.
Congratulations.
Get pictures,
Pictures?
get pictures, please.
Okay.
They will
we'll
take
take our
pictures.
hats.
I have previous appointments, otherwise I'd be begging to go with you.
They will take photos of
The
you.
volunteer services will
They'll
be
take
taking
photos,
pictures.
so can you
But
get?
I will make sure that we
I
take.
want pictures, I want something written
Right,
about it,
okay.
sent to me, please.
Okay.
Aye, aye.
And then on that note, I have, even though I'm not working at the VA down there anymore, Karen and I have not worked at the VA down there for a while. I've talked to Monique, who is in charge of voluntary services at the VA clinic over here, and she, in Fredericksburg, and she has told me that they would love to have Karen and I come there and work, and that she would make sure that the American Legion had an office, and the offices are like a suite.
Yes.
And it's a fabulous hospital, a lot of rooms, so where you at? That's where you guys are gonna be coming to. You'll be working out of the VA down there. Yeah, you.
Yeah, back row, back row.
Back row.
Yeah, so we will be able to, I can quit seeing veterans in my home and,
Yes.
and see them there or here at the post. Once I get this other desk in, and I forgot to bring the computer tonight, but I'll get it here before next week. But the post, I'll be bringing the laptop back to the post, and it'll stay here, and so there'll be access to that too. And we can also process claims from here, but it would have to be where it isn't interrupting our writers. So, still the changes, still coming out of the VA about different things, and obviously they've been told they have to cut back on some things. So anybody that, I just want to caution you when you go for your appointments with your doctor, and they usually will say, how are you feeling today? And if you're having a good day, you're going to say, I'm 100% today, or I'm doing really good today. I think I got this taken care of. Don't do that. Think about how you are all the time, not just that minute. Think about how you are all the time. And talk about that is, because you're not 100% all the time. You just might be having a good day. But as soon as you tell that doctor that, that's the first thing they put in there, and they start cutting your benefit for that particular item. Some of the things they're looking at are knees and backs. And those are the kind of things they're looking at cutting because, but if you've had your disability rating for more than 10 years, you're safe. It won't be cut. And then they're looking at unemployability. If you are drawing unemployability, it's giving you that 100%, and even though it's called 100% permanent and total, it isn't really permanent and total until you've had it for 10 years or more. And if they cut that back, then that will take you back down to whatever percentage you had before the unemployability kicked in and gave you the 100%. So,
They're taking into consideration social security age,
right,
okay?
and that's something that has never been in consideration
So they added
before.
in social security now. They're looking at how much you take.
Well, they're
Right.
looking at your age, so if you are 67 years old, right, and you're unemployability, right?
Right,
But that's beyond when you would need to work for social
well,
security.
I think 72. Before, they were never allowed to look at that. They couldn't base somebody's unemployability on whether they were not of age of social security. Now, they are looking at that, and like if you're 80 years old, don't even try and apply for unemployability, even though you could be still walking around and dancing and everything else. It just, there's a mentality out there that when you reach a certain age, you are not gonna be working.
But at 70, you gotta draw social security.
Right.
As a matter of fact, you don't.
We can get them through, we're able to get them through
Okay.
for 70, 72, 75, but after that, they're not going through, they're being denied, and we're having to appeal to many of them. The appeals courts are working overtime. They are focusing on what they call legacy appeals. And legacy appeals are appeals that were filed prior to 2000 and
AMA.
before AMA. I'm trying to think of the exact year. When AMA came and the VA started doing all their claims first on AMA, then the ratings are based on whatever the American Medical Association.
No, it's the other thing. Anyway, AMA stands for something different, not American Medical.
Oh, okay.
It's the Modernization Act.
Okay, yeah, modernization, where everything is based on that and not on the regulations that we've had before. But anything prior to that date is called a legacy claim. And we're trying to make sure our veterans, they will get phone calls from the VA asking them to change from a legacy claim to an AMA claim. And we, as service officers, are advising our veterans not to do it. And the VA says, well, your claim will go faster and you will get it decided faster. And that's true. But guess what? The date you get from your date of your claim is the date you change to AMA. So all these people that filed claims in 15, 14, 13, and those are the ones that are being worked on now. Those are the ones we're getting notices as of being awarded. You don't get that date, and you don't get that back pay. You will only get the back pay to the date you switch to AMA. So, American Modernization Act.
Yeah.
And so this is, we tell our veterans, and we've had a few that came crying to us at the VA, and we told them, don't switch, it's your decision, but don't switch. Tried to explain, well, I've been waiting 5 years, I've been waiting 6 years for my claim, and they just wanted to do it. So now they're crying the blues because they're not getting the back pay.
Or they're still getting denied.
Right.
And they don't.
So, because it's under the new standards.
And then sleep apnea is gonna be changing. They're working on changing, the requirements so that it's not an automatic 50% if you require a CPAP machine like it had been. So if you have sleep apnea, you're rated for that, you've got that 10 years, yay, okay? If you don't, before you go and file something, talk with a service officer, please.
Yeah. On the sleep apnea, and you use the CPAP, yeah, you sleep better, but that doesn't mean you're cured. If you didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to sleep better. So, but the VA looks at it like, okay, we've made you better. So you need to just keep on, don't go in and say, oh yeah, doc, the sleep apnea, that CPAP has helped me a lot.
Is that all the time?
I could never wear
Is that all my time?
the man.
I'd be
No, not sleep apnea. Some of you in here.
Who has sleep apnea?
I don't know, I don't, yeah, I can't remember everybody's claims. But I'll look, because I need to give you guys an appointment.
Yeah, so sleep apnea, there are certain conditions that you need to be having annual appointments, okay? That's one of them, all right? If you have rheumatology issues, that's another one of them, at least annually.
That's me, not you.
Okay, the same with pain. If you are part of a pain clinic, if you have received procedures for your pain, keep up with that. And you also need to be seeing your primary care provider, at least, at a minimum annually.
When you talk about pain, make sure your doctor writes in your record, chronic, the word chronic. It has to be chronic in order for it to be ongoing. And this is, don't say, yeah, you know, you just gotta make sure you do that. And when I'm not asking any of you to lie, because I know you're not lying, because if you think about it as a whole and not just one day in time. Same way with your blood pressure. You know, when you go in and they tell you, oh, your blood pressure's too high, sit here and wait a minute, and then they'll take your blood pressure 30 minutes later, and then it's normal. That's what gets recorded. The high. Now, how long, when you're at home, how much are you sitting and not doing anything?
Ask my wife.
They don't say
Sitting all
that.
the time.
They don't
Wow.
say that.
Question. How do you get your doctor to document things? What do you tell him?
We
and
can
he
do
still
that.
does it?
We can do that.
Secure messaging.
They have that secure messaging.
And that's what you say. You say, I saw, you send it directly to your provider. You send it to any of the other specialists that you see, because you want them to know what is not in your chart. Okay? And
they're
the
not.
way that the schedules are running, the docs don't have time, honestly, to do chart reviews. They don't. They can't go to the computer.
Yeah, our doctors have been switched 3 times now.
Right.
Because
But
they're
what you need
outstanding.
to do is read those notes, so that it's under progress notes. Read that and see if that's what you talked to your doctor about. And if it isn't,
Print it out and write notes next to it. I complained about this chronic right hip pain, and the doctor did not acknowledge it. You know, I need a higher level of care that's not being provided, and that's what you put in there.
and secure messaging, any secure messaging actually goes in your file. So even if your doc doesn't write it, what you secure messages is putting it in that file.
We should do that 10 years ago.
Well, you know what? You can also put in, this has been ongoing for 10 years. Ongoing, yet it has never been documented in my medical record. And the other thing that we have run into recently is people who were overseas, Desert Storm, the Gulf War, a lot of those records were destroyed. They never came back because they were destroyed every night prior to the ground war. Okay? So that's when you want to go and track down some buddies that you were in with. Okay? If you injured yourself, see if you can get someone to say, yeah, I remember. You know, because it didn't matter at that point in time. You weren't going to decrease readiness because you were there. Okay? But whatever you can do to support, there are lots of Facebook sites that are very particular to different groups.
Together We Serve, you can sign up for that. Together I go on
Gulf
that.
War, Gulf War vets, there are several, and they're broken down by specialty, what you did, where you were. But go on them, help another vet. Okay, if you remember sirens going off, make a comment about that. If you have pictures that you took, you know, say, I've got pictures of XYZ. Okay, we've got to help one another.
And as far as service officer goes, that's, we're still available, we're working right now, and we've actually whittled our claim files down quite a bit. We've got, I'm gonna wanna give some of you some appointments that have come to see me, because I need to have you look at the documentation that was sent, so you can see what's been sent, and if necessary, while you were there, I can make a phone call and find out where we are in your process.
And the last thing is, anytime you receive mail from the VA regarding a claim, stick it in your file box that you're keeping all those lovely correspondence letters. Okay, at the bottom of them, they will say, the American Legion is your advocate.
Sometimes it says national.
Right, but it'll say, your advocate has received this information. We never receive the information, never, never.
So take a picture if you need to get in contact with this. No, I don't always answer the phone. In fact, I've been very bad about answering the phone. But you get, you know, when you look at it, I get around 600-700 emails a day. I get 25 to 30 requests for assistance and for veterans assistance. And my phone rings constantly. And if I'm with another veteran, that's their time. I am not going to answer that phone unless I think it might be an emergency. So, huh? I do, when you come.
I need to retire.
Okay.
Honey, we pay with love.
That works.
But
It'll keep
also,
me busy.
text me. I do read the text, so
Yes.
text me. And if you text me, be sure you put your name in the body of it or somewhere, because I might not have your phone number in my phone with your name. So I had 2 of them today.
And we do have a few people with the same last names and the same first initials.
Oh my gosh. We got brown, we got
Green.
browns, greens. And you wouldn't believe it.
Jones?
Jones.
Anyway, sorry for
So we're
hijacking.
taking all your time.
It's everybody's time.
And the last thing, there is going to be a claims clinic held at this post on the second Saturday in September. And hope this is where I need to get the information to you so you can get it out to the community. We will be seeing both males and females. It won't, you know, it'll be for everybody. And I hope to have about 3 to 4 service officers here where we can put tables in different places and try and work the claims through. I do need some volunteers. The claims clinic will start at 10. If I can get the service officers, I'm going to send a separate thing out, the service officers in at 9, because I have some updated information to give them for their work in new forms.
Second Saturday in September.
So that's the 13th.
The 13th and not the 12th, yes.
What time, Rita?
The claims clinic will start at 10.
But helpers, we would need here.
But helpers, I need here about 8.
Saturday the 13th?
Yes, ma'am.
That's on meeting day and time for writers, so we'll have to adjust.
Okay. A lot of times, and believe it or not, I'm sorry, Brian, when we do these claims clinics, the one thing that we have found is when people come in groups and you can only see one at a time, if we have it set up where they can sit and talk to each other, you would not believe the difference it makes in those veterans and how they react because they're talking to another veteran. So even if you aren't coming in for a claim, if you feel like you'd like to come in and just kind of talk, we've got to get them signed in, we've got to have them fill out documents before they ever even see a service officer. They've got to come in, sign in, fill out some documents, get copies of any documents that they have. So this is where we need administrative help, and if anybody's interested in being a service officer, come on in. I'll assign you to shadow another service officer. You can sit with that service officer, watch how they work, watch what they do. And this is how they get started, and then we can start your training that way.
This is a perfect time to do baked goods and coffee, to get new members. We need more than just volunteers for admin.
Right.
It's a perfect social event.
It
Yes,
is, so.
yes. And we have
Cookie.
a great setup.
We're in Magson for 2 weeks and you're smacking.
Oh, that's right.
Where's the baking lady?
I know how to buy stuff at Giant.
Okay, well, this is what we need to
Do
talk
we have a
about.
coffee maker here?
Oh, gosh, we've got a great coffee
yeah.
here.
Who is he?
Okay, I've got contact lists. I'll start campaigning.
Okay. It's always great to have a swag table. You know, I usually have paper handouts of different things that are going on. Sometimes we have water cups, you know, so we can do just about anything.
Perfect, great time for you to get sons involved.
Yes?
Yeah, you can get their sons,
Good for the service
their
officer?
grandsons.
We're good for service officer?
Yeah, jump in there quick and take
All right.
it over.
Great, because that was a great segue. Sons, do you have anything?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
I need
No,
some.
you're fine.
He needs sons, he needs new sons brought in. We are desperate for sons.
We are.
Well, I'm gonna tell my grandchildren to have some kids.
Yes, please.
Well, that won't work because they're
Make sure that they're born at the right age.
Well, they've been in since they were born.
Do we have any members sick or passed away? Is anyone
I hope
aware
not.
of? I haven't heard of any. Is there any unfinished business to discuss?
Can we
Okay.
talk about some dates that are coming up?
No.
First of all, I would like to thank this American Legion for the prayers that they gave for my sister Kathy. As you know, she had a triple heart bypass. Went to the doctor says you need an AKG.
Can't hear you, honey.
Okay, the doctor told her about a week prior, you need to go to, Kathy, you need an EKG. She said, well, I haven't had one. So she goes and gets one, and all three of her veins were a little over 90% blocked. Doctor said she had about a week to live. So she immediately went into the triple bypass surgery. The family members showed up like we're a gang or something. You know, we had to kind of come in and out, but I spent every day there with her. But I think the prayers that this lodge gave for her were really something. It meant a lot. She flatlined once and they brought her back. So,
How old was she?
she's 69.
Oh, she did that good, huh?
She did that good. She is one ornery lady, let me tell you.
Good for her.
But she's doing well. Thanks for all the prayers. She's staying at one of our sisters' homes in Augusta, Georgia. It's where she had her surgeries done at Northeast Central Georgia's Trauma Center. They have one of the best trauma centers for heart surgeries in the world. People travel there, also to the Emory Hospital in Atlanta from around the world for heart surgeries.
What's her name so we can keep her?
Her name is Kathy Phillips. That's her married name.
Kathy or Candy? Sorry.
Kathy, K-A-T-H.
No hearing aids.
Also want to bring up the event that we're having on October the 27th at the Fredericksburg Lodge number 4. This particular ceremony will be an award ceremony. 2 certificates will be presented. They are called Community Builders Awards. They are one of the highest awards that the Grand Lodge of Masons in Virginia can issue. I requested them, they approved them. So what's going to happen that day is the parking will be behind the Methodist Church there in Fredericksburg. I'll send all that information out later. Social hour will be at 4:30. Dinner is at 5:30. It is a potluck. So if you come, please bring just that you don't have to bring meals for everybody, but if you come, bring a meal for an extra person.
Bring a dish.
Bring a dish, right. So it'll be a lot of fun. Of course, the two guest speakers are yours truly, Rita, one, and the other one is Captain Mark Black, who is a retired Navy captain, and he is the commander of the 4th Union Military Academy. So when after dinner, we go upstairs. Most anybody that's disabled, we would be taken through the side doors on the sidewalk where it's flat. We'll take them up to the front stairs of the main entrance to the lodge, and we'll get them up the steps and into the lodge at that point. I'm making a trip on the 23rd of October to go to Raleigh, North Carolina, to get a mobile stairwell lift. It's a wheelchair that's mobile. I never knew they had those things. So I found one, and it's in North Carolina. So I paid for it. The Masonic Lodge of Spotsylvania is reimbursing me for that. So I'm going to make that trip and come back. There will be 14 certificates of appreciation issued. A lot of them for the Legion of Air Riders from this post that went last year. And of course, the people that we need up front to help present that is our director of the Legionnaires, Andy, you, Ryan, and of course, Rita, who's going to be one of the guest speakers. So it'll be a lot of fun. The cadets, as I've mentioned before, will march in, playing music, post the colors. This is after dinner up in the main lodge room of Fredericksburg Lodge number 4. Once they do that, a toast to the flag. If you've never heard it, you should look it up. It's a beautiful toast. An auxiliary group called Job's Daughters of the Masons, one of the young girls will be reciting that. What basically happens, she walks up to the American flag and she tells the history of it, and then she says something like, "What can I say to you, O flag? You're so beautiful in every fold. So linked to mighty deeds of both. So calm, so true, so my throat swells for the very sight of you." So I can't do it exactly right, but she can.
Okay.
It's actually a beautiful ceremony.
Will this be broadcast or put on Wi-Fi or anything?
I hope they do. No, I'm just kidding. Not that I know.
Okay.
But there will be, I'm sure that the American, the 4th Union Military Academy will bring people who will be recording it.
And
Folk Union, make sure.
will you be able to come with me
Suit and tie?
It is, it's.
Come with you where?
to that?
To this, I plan on going with my husband.
Okay.
How dare you? Can't be a threesome?
I wanted to photograph.
I told him that she could be the second wife.
Oh.
Or in each arm.
We would kill each other.
Andy asked about the uniform. It is formal attire. However, suit and tie is optional. And I think we talked about this last time, Andy, with you guys. The uniform for the riders is going to be your dress code for the Legionnaire riders. Yeah. Yes, yes. So motorcycles and cars will park behind the Methodist Church, and it's good for me to have a member of one of our lodges who's a board member of the church.
Oh, good. So that helps.
That
Now,
helps.
it would be appropriate for me to wear my American Legion
Oh, yes.
outfit,
Yeah,
okay?
oh,
Are you
absolutely.
riding, Jim?
Yes,
You're riding?
yes.
Okay. There you go, Lucy.
I'm
My
gonna
wife
wear
don't
a
know
dress
that.
and heels on my motorcycle.
No, you wear your boots and you put your heels in the bag.
No.
I can, that's
Wait a
true.
minute, wait a minute. Jim, are you wearing heels?
No.
Well, he's got them in his, backpack.
You gotta be back.
What's going to be also good about it, you'll see the Order of the Eastern Star. That's an auxiliary
Oh, it's in
ladies
my
group.
ears.
I'm sure you've heard about that. We'll have some Grand Lodge officers there from the
There's
Grand
a
Lodge.
button on there to switch it from the hearing aid.
I understand that. I don't touch her phone.
The ceremony will start at 6:30 p.m. after dinner. It'll be done by 7:20, and we'll get everybody out. And then I will stay there because we're doing our senior awards night for the Masonic Lodge, so it will be our stated communication.
Oh, it's a Masonic lodge. You just said lodge. I couldn't tell what lodge.
I said
it was.
Masonic, you just didn't have yours on.
That's an
You
old
said a
lodge.
lodge number.
For
and then-
Fredericksburg Lodge number 4, it's Masonic Lodge.
Okay, I couldn't tell what kind of lodge.
It's a
it
very
was.
old lodge too. The lodge room of Fredericksburg, if you don't know, was built in 1816. The other thing that's gonna be really good about this is that the George Washington Bible will be present inside that lodge. If you don't know anything about that, Fredericksburg Masonic Lodge number 4 is the mother lodge of the first president of this country. So you'll get an opportunity to take your picture with that Bible. You just can't hold the Bible. You can stand around it next to it, but you just can't touch it.
They used to open the lodge up if you were taking a history tour of the city, you could go in and see the Bible. They still do that?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If you want to get a tour of the lodge, we'll offer that day. So if you want to kind of stick around, we'll close our doors, we'll do our stated, and we'll have brothers take you around to the artifacts that we have. And one of the artifacts we have up in the top of Fredericksburg number 4 is one that's a wooden box. And it's a box that held a candle light. So they didn't have electricity back then. So the way the city knew that the lodge was open is that box was on the outside wall and they'd light a candle in it. So it was just one of the little things. So there's a very historical lodge. Masonic lodge.
Well,
RSVP,
We're pretty
yes.
historical here, right?
I do need a head count on those that are coming. And hopefully all of you can come because it is a public event. You'll have a lot of fun. You'll network with the staff from the Fort Union Military Academy. And the Fort Union Military Academy, at my request, just did a presentation at the Manchester Lodge in Richmond, Virginia. And that was while I was supposed to be there, but of course what happened to my sister, I couldn't. So they went down there and put on a presentation.
When do you need the count back?
August the 15th.
Okay, so I can invite family members?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Just gotta remember.
Why that soon?
You had
It's
something?
not till October. Why August the 15th? Why didn't you?
That's
just-
RSVP. It's been out for a long time.
It's been out for a long time.
7 months, almost.
Yeah.
Hope.
We'll go.
Why didn't I get all the info sooner to put in the newsletter?
Well, we just didn't have it, Hope.
It's been in the emails.
Well, he could have gotten a better head count. But
Well, he
Hope.
did a good head count.
Hope.
It was in the
It's been in the
chapter.
chapter.
Every time.
Okay, new business for the post. I wanted to let everybody know about our post social media, what we're doing with that. I'm having trouble trying to get our Facebook back up and running. If you don't know, we had a Facebook page for the post. It was deleted by somebody. Somewhere within, I don't know why. There's no explanation that we can't get a hold of a human at Facebook to get it reinstated. We can't do anything. This was even before Scott passed. This was an issue that,
this is using the American Legion Post 55 email?
yes, it was. Well, as far as I know, it was, from what I understand.
On Facebook, there had to be a person attached.
An administrator.
An administrator, yeah.
And
I'll be administrator.
at the time, Scott used his personal email, and they couldn't separate Post 55 and that's how the whole thing got convoluted.
So I'm working on getting us reestablished within Facebook so that we can broadcast, well, not necessarily broadcast, but make our activities more public, get information out to members and the community. So that is an ongoing kind of project for me.
You do know that's my job as your PR person, Facebook, webpage, all that stuff.
Or you slacking?
Well, it's a matter of people giving me permission to do this stuff.
There's nothing to give you permission to. We don't have anything established.
We can set up
I'm not
So,
trying to be pissy.
and I don't even have access to our
I'm
email.
not trying to be pissy with you or
Okay.
anything like that. I'm just trying to let you know.
We're just trying to get everything separated still.
We do have a post YouTube page now.
Very cool.
The last month's meeting is up on there twice. One's very raw, and I apologize for that, but I wanted to get something up. The second one is edited version of the first of that meeting with a little intro and everything, so it looks a little bit more professional. This meeting should go live hopefully tomorrow if I get all the editing done in time. But by Saturday it'll be live on our YouTube so that should be live by Saturday on our YouTube page for tonight's meeting. Otherwise, I'm looking at options to possibly get us a Twitter. I don't know if anybody's interested in doing that or if we want to do that.
I could do that. I
Twitter.
used to do it for the government.
Okay, Twitter would be awesome as well. And I'll get with you afterwards for
I can always
information.
do input from everybody.
Sure.
Yeah, I was just going back.
Veterans Day is coming up November 11th. We should start looking at our Veterans Day activities and what we plan on doing for the post. Last year we were invited to the Spring Arbor Retirement Community to give a speech. We've been to a couple of different places within the community, so I haven't heard of anybody or any requests for our presence for Veterans Day, but as they come in, hopefully we can get them assigned to individuals or groups so that we're represented, because usually from at least the last 2 years that I've been here, we've been to about 2 to 3 different events throughout Veterans Day. And yes.
It's a subtle thing, but it's obviously Veterans Day. Are we all right to do the poppy thing around that time?
Yes.
We do it at least twice a year. I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's going to be on. So we always need volunteers for that.
Yeah, as long as we have the manning to cover all of our obligations, I'm all right with whatever.
Okay. So we're going to plan that for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I would like to do an article on the poppies, try to get you people to hit you.
Yeah, I'll get you some.
And you just give me the information and I'll try to get it in the newsletter, get more volunteers. Okay, just hit me
Thanks.
with that.
We'll hit you.
And
Can I help you?
Just follow, the chapter writers has a Facebook page as well.
great, we should get that published.
And I think you might get some stuff you might add to.
I have a question, I just couldn't.
I don't want to take too much more time, so I'll just be short and sweet with some of these. The riders have a ride coming up. It's going to be on the 23rd. We're actually heading over to the train museum on the 23rd. And the train museum has a whole bunch of little trains and big buildings. And they also have some trains that they have actually put together and refurbished. And they're kind of fun to look at. The other part is they've got this thing called the Little Yellow Train. It's an old work train, is really what it is. And all the riders, whoever's going to show up, we're going to go to that location, we're going to hop on that work train, and they're going to haul us out to the intersection where all the trains go by.
Oh, you're so lucky.
And just watch trains for a little bit. And then they're going to haul us back, hopefully, on that same train.
Gil and I are gonna be at National Convention in Florida.
So anyway, that's popping up. That's going to be on the 23rd of this month. And then my
That's it.
favorite
I'm not
part.
Right in the middle.
I know, but my favorite part is then we go to lunch. That's the best part, right there.
Right on.
That's it.
I'm jealous. Please take pictures and do a write-up for me.
We've had some interest in getting, interest in discussions and getting our pictures started to put back up in the post to make it ours again. I'm looking for somebody to lead a group or a committee or whatever for placement and a time to do this or something. Whatever ideas are out there, because 1 or 2 people sitting here doing it all it's going to be a long day. We have a lot of pictures to hang up, and then how do we organize them? So it'd be nice to have a collective agree on placement and whatnot, and then even come up with a cost or parts list. And screws and bolts and hanging devices aren't free, so anything that we can put into the budget so that you guys don't have to come out of pocket for any of that to get our post looking like our post again. So anybody who wants to lead that, please see me at some point. Another thing I was gonna bring up, I forgot what it was. Oh, the post cleanup. Yeah, so it's still my initiative. I still want to get the post cleanup done, pull everything out of our storage, go through it, liquidate anything we don't need so that we can free up some space, because our storage in both areas is packed.
Where is storage?
Huh?
Where is storage?
We have one in between the bathrooms and we have one in the back. We also have the shed and an attic. So we have plenty of storage, but like, yeah, it's just, it's packed. Yeah, there's too much stuff. So if anybody would like to head that up as well, I'm open to offers to take on that project as well.
I volunteer to help, but 2 weeks out of this month will be gone. I also
The post
volunteer
cleanup is an
to pull
ongoing-
anything out of my shed to help put things up.
Post cleanup is ongoing. It's not,
You don't
we're not
want to be
time
up there in
sensitive.
hours.
Huh?
You don't want to be up there in
No.
hours.
No, absolutely. And I'm gonna be donating some empty Rubbermaid totes and everything from the move, so we'll get to that. Is there any other new business from the
I have a
from
question.
the audience? Yes.
You got a lot of questions today.
Who does our website, because it needs some drastic updating?
That is done by Scott's daughter, Raffaella Pfeifenhagen. I asked her about that, and I wanted to get her take on it, and she has requested to stay on administrator for that website, as it was a personal project with Scott and herself to get that built. And that was one of the last things that they did together. She understands that she needs to let it go at some point, but she's not ready to do that right
So
now.
do I put all my suggestions on paper and hand it to you, and then
I
you
can
go
coordinate,
over it?
or
We can put you in contact.
that works too.
Oh, okay.
She's in the auxiliary, she's at large.
Okay, I think we should have several.
Right, right, and she
Oh,
has come
absolutely.
and helped with some of our projects. Our homeschool.
Other new business? We've had, since we have a vacancy for first vice, somebody has stepped up to take that position. Gil Boggs has offered to do that,
To do what? You volunteered to do what?
to first vice. And we've also had somebody volunteer to be the second vice, is Sean Wathan.
Who?
Sean?
Oh, Sean.
Oh,
Yep. So, but as procedure, we should probably get a nomination from the floor for Gil as first vice, and then go through that whole rigmarole. So, is there a nomination for Gil Boggs?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All right. All in favor? Or is there any discussion?
Mike Sullivan.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know who you are. I was just like, you're gonna do first and
I
second.
call for the
No,
question.
he's got
Yes,
first,
sir.
I've got
I
second.
call
Oh,
for the
thank you.
question.
He said Gil who?
Gil Boggs.
Andy.
Yes, Tommy?
I make a motion, close the nominations, and call for the question, the vote. For him.
Sure.
For me.
Yeah. So,
Why don't you do them both?
At the same
Well,
time.
he nominated, we should have done it, but he didn't do it that way.
Oh, okay,
So we're gonna vote one at a time.
all right.
well, Sean isn't here, so I can't swear him in.
Or you don't have to swear him in, you can swear him in next.
Mike, are you doing second place? or
Oh,
Sean?
and that's fine.
Yeah.
We can do them both at the same
Huh?
time.
Either
Okay.
one, yeah.
Wait, then I'd like to amend my motion for the second vice. What is it now, I'm confused?
Sean,
Sean.
Sean
for the-
Wathan.
John Wathan for the
Wathan.
second vice, and I call for the question, and let's take a vote.
Okay. So, any discussion from the floor?
Need a second.
Oh, we need a second on Tommy's nomin.
Sullivan.
A sec-
I'll second that
I
too.
thought you had to do Gil and Sean separate.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it separate the way we set it up, but we didn't get.
Yeah.
Now he amended it, so
So
it's
it's
both of them.
both.
Okay.
But is Sean gonna be second?
Yes.
Since we're running out of post, how about we just say?
Yeah.
I thought Mike wanted second.
And do we have a second on the nomination?
We do.
We do? All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Now we're gonna
any
take
further
the vote.
discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion passed.
Yippee.
So, with that, we'll swear in Gil as first vice.
Thanks.
I gotta swear, even though I've done it.
Yes, I still have to swear in.
Woo!
You didn't know there was signing up for the
I did, man, that's done, right?
4 more years.
Huh? No.
All right. Raise your right hand, say aye, give your name, and repeat after me. I
Bill Bottoms.
do solemnly pledge myself,
I'm sorry again?
do solemnly pledge myself
Do solemnly pledge myself
to perform faithfully and impartially
to perform faithfully and impartially
the duties of the office of the American Legion
the duties of the office of American Legion.
I am about to assume.
I'm about to assume
And I further pledge
that I further pledge
I am not a member of
I'm not a member of
and do not subscribe to
and do not subscribe to
the principles of any group
principles of any group
opposed to our form of government.
opposed to our form of government.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Our new first vice commander. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Any more new business for the Legion? Okay. Is there anything for the good of the Legion?
Me.
Fair enough. All right, if there's no further business, Chaplain will lead us in invocation.
I'd like to read from Lamentations 3, 21, 23, when you need encouragement. This I recall to my mind. Therefore I have hope. The Lord's love kindness need never cease, for his compassion never fails. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I call your faithfulness to mind. Therefore I have hope. Thank you, Father, that you are always fulfilling your will. You have vowed to give me hope and a future. You have guaranteed that you will never leave me or forsake me. You have assured me that you will walk with me on the mountain and in the valley of life. I praise you because of your reliable, steadfast, unfailing, unwavering, and trustworthy. You never forget, never fail, and you never fail. Your always unwavering faith is in all things. Amen.
Amen.
Till we meet again, let us remember our obligation to our country can be fulfilled only by the faithful performance of all duties of citizenship. Let service to the community, state, and nation be ever watchful of the honor of our country, our organization, and ourselves, that nothing shall swerve us from the path of justice, freedom, and democracy. Covered? Face the flag. Hand salute. 2. I now declare this meeting of Bass, Bowen, Brittenham, Bundy, Franklin, Knox, Post 55, the American Legion, Department of Virginia, adjourned.